This is Shadi. Today's topic is the striking in old Jujutsu. This is something I have spoken about countless times, but today we're going to be doing it within the context of Noguchi's book. Again, I've discussed Japanese Jujutsu very recently. I think it was last week or the week before. A lot of you have interacted pretty well with it, so there is a striking section and I'm gonna comment on it. So I'm not a striker in the sense that I practice boxing or Thai boxing, but when it comes to grappling, your striking should serve grappling, meaning either it paves a way to your grappling or it helps you just finish things up. Think of kime no kata in judo. But today we're going to be looking at a little bit of details from the book itself, just a little bit. But speaking of books, of course, don't forget to check out my own book, The Origins and History of Judo, a translation of a manuscript from 1903, available in French, English below. So before we look at any striking, I just want to look at these stances. The sketching isn't the best. Pause if you need. The first one talking about how you get up, and the same way as you think of tactical standing up in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. The one below actually is that what interests me, and it's against multiple opponents. It's not telling you that you're gonna just defeat them effortlessly, obviously not. You never know what's gonna happen, but in case you are up against a few, you plant your left knee firmly bent a bit, your right foot strongly behind. There's like a foot apart between your feet. Your arms are spread out, just like Hickson talks about, and you always mind your surrounding, always making sure everyone within your sight, of course, obviously. Now, when it comes to striking, the first one here, you can see you have it looks like a normal fist, but the middle finger is slightly up where the knuckle is very showing. Again, think of soft tissue, not obviously something like the jaw or the forehead. Obviously it's not going to work, but just in case things go bad, that finger can always go back with the others. Try it on your thigh or any soft tissue and you're going to see that little point. It's like when a woman kicks and she's wearing high heels, all that force is concentrated on that one point. Now here, this is like where you have your thumb tucked in, which causes the three fingers in the middle to pop a little bit with the knuckles. Again, same thing, but you have to think of soft tissues like the solar plexus, the neck, I don't know, somewhere maybe at the groin, obviously, the thigh, all these places. Now let's take a look here, for example. Before he enters into his technique, the striking paves a way with low kicks and strikes on the midsection, and of course, again, all soft tissues. Here you see this low kick, and we're gonna see where exactly to use your foot. Here, of course, you can finish your grappling with a strike. Here is another example. After Nagaoka, there's Mifune, of course. You can see, in order to enter, a little bit of an Atemi, which paves the way to your judo, whatever it may be. Uchimata, shoulder throw, Osoto here, as you can see. So it serves as a kuzushi and at the same time to close that distance, because in judo, when you think of self-defense, you kind of think, oh, what am I going to grip? How can I get the overhook and underhook and all these things? But you have to think of good Atemi if things are dire, and that's very important. Wearing headgear, gloves, and training them with your training partners, it's always good. Judo is not just a sport, and here you can see, even just to keep them at bay, a little low kick always helps. And like kime no kata, sometimes you finish after the throw a strike. Here, for example, the shuto, look at the white dot. It's right next to the soft part, the padding on the hand below the little pinky. You don't strike where the fingers are, you strike where the padding is. Again, it doesn't hurt if you're striking the neck, even the jaw, because there's that padding. You know, do it on a table. Sure, it's uncomfortable, but it's not like, you know, punching a table where you basically break your hand. And here you see the low kicks. Low kicks are very important. If you look at kata like Goshin Jutsu, Kime no kata, any type of self-defense, you're gonna see low kicks. And here you can see it's with the ball of the foot, almost like a very strong push above the knee or on the knee, just to kind of stop them on their tracks. It's always very good to keep them at bay and keep your arms, you know, in front of you, always calming them, as Hickson says. And here you can see again the low kicks being shown again. Look, it's very good. Sometimes it locks the knee, and also it's a very good surprise element. So again, it's not to be a striking genius or a striking expert, but within that realm of judo, jujutsu, striking plays a minimal role, but it's like a key to that door of wide range of grappling. That's how I would like to see it. It needs practice, just like everything else. And do you need to be a striking genius like boxing and then etc., then add it to judo? You can always do that, obviously, but when it comes to something that can help your grappling, a little atemi, a little formation of atemi practice, headgear, putting gloves, training them as entry for your throw, whatever you happen to like, is always good. Not necessarily every day and relentlessly, of course not, but do it enough where your throw becomes very easy to access, just in case something happened. Again, not necessarily a big throw, you know, you don't want to land in jail, yourself in jail, just, you know, if it's disproportionate, but, you know, maybe how to refrain them from coming closer, a little low kick above the knee, or maybe you can get into a body lock from the strike, or how to target a solar plexus effectively, where you cut off the breath, just like I believe Kyokushin, a KO, one of them is you get out of breath when you get your solar plexus hit, and that's enough. It doesn't hurt them, it doesn't land them in the hospital, and most importantly, it doesn't land you in jail. I've been getting flooded with my video of the foot sweeps are not safe, and people telling me, yeah, that's the point. And no, I mean, they're not safe as in be careful, because there are legal ramifications. We still live in the real world. That was the idea of that video. So if you have anything to add, let me know down below. Consider supporting me with the links below, of course. This was Shadi, and thank you for listening.